more women than ever before in the history of Women's Aid have contacted them last year. That's a 50-year period. The report found that some women experienced abuse so severe that it resulted in them having miscarriages. Some said that they were threatened with weapons, subjected with surveillance, and threatened with the lives of their children. Women spoke about experiencing homelessness and hypervigilance as a result of the domestic abuse that they had been victim of. A third of the women have been subjected to abuse by their ex-partner. And according to research from a parliamentary question that I received recently, there's been a 45% increase in the number of domestic abuse reports made to Gardaí in 4 years. Minister, that's startling information, and it shows a deeply problematic situation that's unfolding right now in our country. Between 1996 and 2024, 269 women died violently in this country. Some of these cases have not been solved, but 87% of those were killed by men. Another startling fact, an atrocious figure. And behind each one of these individual figures, there's a real person, a citizen who's had her life ripped away from her. Aintree wants to see Gardaí trained properly, to see that they can make sure that they can deal with domestic violence properly. One of the findings of this report said that 44% of women found that the Gardaí were not able to help them. That's unacceptable, Minister. And if we're honest with the victims and survivors of this crime, we need to make sure that there's actually more Gardaí. There are 53 Garda stations around the country currently that have no assigned Garda. In some cases, women feel trapped, unable to disclose their abuse to officials, and it takes courage for these individuals to escape the abuse that they're suffering. We need to have enough Gardaí, and Gardaí who are trained properly to be able to deal with anybody who's mustered up the courage to speak out. If a partner abuses a woman to the point that she miscarriages or threatens her life with her children or seeks to prevent her disclosing that abuse, that individual deserves more than the current 3-year maximum prison sentence, in my opinion. I actually believe that this Dáil should be looking at minimum sentence legislation to deal with grievous abuse. Sentencing for sexual assault in this country, in my view, has been far too lenient, and so many perpetrators do not receive a custodial sentence whatsoever. How many times have we read the papers, listened to the news, and heard of an individual who has been found guilty of a grievous assault getting a fully suspended sentence? I just want to say briefly, there is a major issue in terms of refuges in this country. 9 counties still without refuge. And I think of Sarah O'Reilly and the work that campaigners have done in Cavan in relation to this. Yes, it's been talked about, but it hasn't been delivered. We have many fine words here today, but we're still not seeing the action that's needed in relation to this crisis.